After nearly 2 decades of bitter conflict over Kashmir, violence in the region has fallen to its lowest level since separatists took up arms in their fight for independence. Still, nearly 700,000 Indian troops are deployed around the state, and there are mounting concerns that if the Indian government doesn't reduce its presence, frustrations may spark a new cycle of violence.
Every family has lost one person in this movement, and every Kashmiri has suffered psychologically and physically. From last 18 years, the level of violence graph was very high, but from last 8 months, even the government of India is themselves claiming that this year the level of violence graph is negligible.
You would recall there was a time in Kashmir where violence was almost an hourly affair. The Srinagar city used to see something like almost 20-25 incidents in a day. Over the years, the violence has been coming down. If you look at the Jammu Kashmir police, they're coming to the forefront, and the renewed vigor with which they are facing the conflict, that is, I think, brought about the turning point. Pakistan factor is still there, and fact is that the top militant leaders who have organized the violence in Kashmir are very much at large in Pakistan. So obviously there are local factors in Kashmir which are contributing towards the peace. It is not the instability in Pakistan.
I think this geopolitical situation which has risen from after the war on terror in Afghanistan has changed the dynamics of the Pakistani involvement in Kashmir. Pakistan is more concerned about their western border, but I think it is by and large good for the people of Kashmir, because it has helped them and empowered them to think that their movement has to be indigenous and they have to plan for their struggle themselves, and no one else is going to come from heavens or outside Kashmir to help them and liberate them. It is the people themselves who have to fight.
I was a youth, including my friends. We were in college, we were in non-violent struggle. And in non-violent struggle, we were sent to interrogation centers where I lost my heart value. Then democratic institutions were curbed here. No space was given for non-violent struggle, and we take up the gun. I could not find in the land of Mahatma any Mahatma present now.
More than 8,000 people have disappeared in last more than 17 years. Hundreds and thousands of people have been killed in custody. People here normally would say that we have made sacrifices. We were killed. We were brutalized. It's not a sacrifice given, it's a sacrifice taken. I lost my leg in a landmine accident. I was not willing to give it, but it was taken away from me by the brutal occupation.
2002 को घर से फिर बाद में हमें उनका कोई अता पता नहीं चला। फिर सब रिश्तेदारों में मतलब परेशानी हो गई, तो वो सब ढूंढने लगे उनको। फिर तब से आज तक हम मतलब ये उम्मीद रख के उनको ढूंढ रहे हैं कि हम बोलते हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं से हमें उनका पता मिलेगा। कि फिर मैं तब से आज तक वो 3 बच्चे पाल रही हूँ। मतलब मैं खुद एक बीवी को पता होता है कि अपना पति उसके लिए क्या होता है।
We were expecting that they should have already withdraw their forces from the civilian populated areas, but it has not happened yet, which is a serious concern. That is the reason that now people of Kashmir have a lot of questions about this peace process.
The soldiers are occupying more and more land. The bunkers are becoming more concrete, as if they do not have to go at all. They are making their bunkers as their homes. There is a complete mismatch. According to the government figures, there are only 500 to 600 militants operating here. And the number of soldiers is around 600,000.
Keeping a lid over the broth doesn't mean the water is not boiling. The moment they remove the lid, it'll again come out. So people have still got that feeling of anger among them. This is no truce. It's calm out of waiting, not calm out of happiness.
They are there because we would not like to take any hasty measures. But yes, as the situation has improved, the overt presence of forces has been reduced. Maybe not to the extent that people would like it to, but yes, definitely it has come down, and we will definitely bring it down depending on how the situation emerges.
Indian government from last 2 years gets such an opportunity which none of the government get from 1947. Because Pakistan also demonstrate a flexible approach. If we can sustain the dialogue initiation and resolve this issue through dialogue initiation, we can bring peace and stability in South Asia. I think I will remain committed to the non-violent struggle.
As long as it takes.
Yeah, I think so. I cannot say with authority because nobody can say with authority about own self. But I think this is my personal conviction that I will remain committed to the non-violence.